Everybody, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing all of the stages, bosses, and items for the new Winter Redemption event. Yep, that's right, it's finally out, as you can see over there. And I will be showing all the things for it, and all the items. So, yeah. Now, on to the first weapon. There's only weapons, no armor this time. But yeah, the first one is called the Dirk Blossoms. It's two cool dual-wielding katanas. As you can see, your attack's fast. The max damage for it is 2.7, but this is the only one that I got the max stats for, cause laziness. But its skill is that it teleports you to around wherever your mouse is. So it's kind of like the dagger, but better. And if you're standing near something when you teleport away, it puts an explosion directly on it. It's kind of like aimbot, so all you have to do is be near something and then use it. And it's very good. So, yeah. Now on to the next weapon. Also, I'm pretty sure some of these things could have different colors to them. I've seen multiple things of that, but not really sure how to do that. So the next weapon is Peppermint's Edge. As you can see here, it looks cool. And it attacks like this. Its special ability, or like its skill, is that it increases your defense and healing by 20%. And it may not seem like much, but it really is quite good. So, yeah, that's pretty much all it is. And it's called Peppermint Edge. So, yeah, as you can see there. And, yeah. Now, on to the next one. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, here. Now, this one is, like, my favorite one, because... Here, wait till you see its skill. Wait, what's it called? It is called the Poisonous Summoner. And when you stab with it, it gets a super cool effect, like Tomorrow All for One, or Decay. As you can see here, similar effects. But, like, the best thing about it is its weapon skill. When you use it, it puts this large cloud of smoke stuff that does rapid damage things. Here, let me go find something to show you. So I'm going over here to Nomu. Just gotta wait for the thing. Might as well stab. We'll show what happens when you stab with it. It does... Well, the amount of damage it does isn't really much. Mainly because it's the lowest tier of one of it that you could get. I'll explain the tier system later. But when you use a skill, it does rapid damage. You may see that it does low damage, even though I have high strength. It's just because... Well, once again, lowest tier. Yeah, this is my favorite weapon on it. So, yeah. And now onto the fourth and final weapon. Took me forever to get for some reason. Not sure why it's so hard to get. As you can see, I got all these other ones, but only one of it. It's called Frozen Excalibur. It doesn't really have a weapon skill, as you can see. You could probably hear me pressing the key. It doesn't do anything. Its special thing is that when you click with it, it throws that. So you could just spam click, and it will shoot a bunch of the wave things. And it does decent damage, as you can see there. Wait, how much damage does that do? Dang, 41,000 damage with my attack. Definitely one of the best things. And it's very overpowered for quirks like regeneration, or shock absorption, or pretty much things like that. Since it doesn't really have much of a cooldown, and its only drawback is that it uses a bunch of stamina when you stab with it. So, yeah. And now time to show you all the stuff about the event. It's in the same spot as the previous one, like the gestures thing. And of course, when you go here, you can go here. But a new thing is that you could pick which event you could do. Because you could still do the gestures event, but you could also do the winter one too. But also, as you can see down here, the difficulty meter. The lower of the difficulty meter, the lower the stats of the weapons you get. But also on the lower ones, like you get, well, the bosses are easier. Because there's only 4 bosses. That's pretty much all there is. But all the way up at the 2.5 one, that is incredibly difficult. But in order to get the best version of the weapons, you have to beat that. So I'm going to quickly show y'all all the things for, like, all the stages and stuff, and which stage drops what item. Of course, I'm going on the lowest tier, because way quicker and easier. So, yeah. Oh, where is it? There. Also, I will be doing a video on how to beat each stage. So, yeah, be ready for that. And I will cut to when it starts. Alright, so here we are on the first one. As you can see here, this is, in my opinion, the best items for doing this. Like, if you just want to get the items and not the best version. Because, like, the Jester's Armor gives, like, a quick buff to damage. That's higher than any other thing. As you can see here, it's Mr. Compress. If you're soloing this, they won't attack you until you hit them. So as you can see here, his like model looks very cool. And here's these Easter egg things, because he was originally in one of the older Easter events, if y'all remember that. So they're bringing him back, and you can see these statue things. Also, here's the cool looking thing, like this stuff. Look how cool this is. Cool looking effects. Not sure why they're there, since it's just the boss, but it's only boss battles. So yeah, he attacks rapidly, but he doesn't really do much damage. But he does have a hit that would normally one-shot you. If it's on the higher tiers, it'll one-shot even a max level of shock absorption. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. And there we go. Forgot to activate my armor's damage buff. As you can see there, it did high damage. Well, I don't really have that high of durability, but still. Also, when you go get teleported, it does teleport you to, like, the bottom of the map. So, yeah, it terrified me the first time it happened, because, like, wait, no, I don't want to follow the map, and then, yeah. So, here's on the next map, this, icy place with presents. The ground does have sliding effects, like ice, as you can see there, so it may be very hard to get used to. So, yeah. And then the next boss is Buff Santa. The best name ever. I don't think there's been a boss with a better name. Literal Buff Santa. As you can see, his, like, model looks like this. Quite cool. And, yeah. But yeah, I also forgot to say, the previous one, the one I just did with, Mr. Compress, he drops the, dual swords. Like, let me show you. Where are they? He drops these things. But the one I'm on right now, this, like, Buff Santa, like, stage 2, it drops the Peppermint's edge. This one. So, this stage, the second one, Buff Santa, drops the thing I just showed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kill it. It's taking longer than expected, because these things are very good at dodging. So, they may not do much damage, but incredibly hard to hit. Also, if you're wondering why they're so easy to kill, once again, lowest difficulty possible. So pretty much anyone could do the event. Literally one of the best events in the game's history, in my opinion. Because with the large variety of weapons and stuff. Also, it's for every level possible. If you're just starting out, you could do it. You could set to like the lowest difficulty like this one. It may take a little while to kill the things. So yeah. And the third one is the Wraith. It looks cool, all red. And as you can see, the map is super spooky. And this one, like the one it drops, is the... where is it? The Poisonous Summoner. It's very cool. So, yeah. But it needs to be very high tier to be remotely useful. For if you're higher level. So, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack it. Oh, yeah, also for the previous one, I keep on forgetting savings, but for the Santa one, it has like 2 attacks pretty much. One of them, like the large circle ice thing, does pretty much no damage, but the other ice attack does tons. But this one here has something like that too. Most of its attacks do no damage. Well, this one in general does next to 0 damage. But it has regeneration, unlike all the previous ones, and it could use chains, like from the previous Halloween event. Like the one from a year ago. So, yeah. I'm just gonna show it attacking. As you can see here, it moves around. And it has this shield thing that makes it take less damage. And I will be showing how to kill all these things in a later video. Not sure when I'll make it, but yeah. It has these attack things, so yeah. So I'm just gonna quickly kill it. They have a lot of health, so it takes a while. But, like, in the higher tiers, they have, like, health in the millions. Okay, cool. Got another one. So, yeah. On to the 4th and final stage. Also the hardest one. The 4th one is a combination of all 3 previous bosses, and it drops the frozen excalibur. And frozen excalibur is rare as heck. Took me like forever to get. Of course, it's the same map as the second one, and it is not really sure what it's called, but Redemption up there. Yeah, its name is Redemption. As you can see, it looks very cool, like extremely menacing. And it's the hardest one because it uses the chains and healing and shield from the third one, and it uses the ice attacks and movement like the second one, and it uses the insta-kill attack from the first one. So it's quite difficult to kill. But it also takes forever. If you have it on the highest difficulty, you'll have more than 10 million health, I think. Not fully sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kill it. And I swear, if I get a second, whatever the heck this sword is called, I'll be incredibly surprised. Because I beat this thing like 50 times before I got it. So I'm just gonna show y'all I'm killing it. You did not see that terrible aim there, so let's see. It is very hard to hit since it's always sliding around. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all its attacks real quick. Yeah, that attack there that it just did, it does so much damage if it's on a higher difficulty. But the, come on, use the circle attack. It never attacks when you want it to attack, but those are from the first one. They do tons of damage. Pretty much it just does dodging and stuff. Come on. Yeah, that thing. That thing does next to no damage, so you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and kill it now. Of course, it has shield, so it takes way less damage than it should. It's very overpowered. And it's next to impossible to beat on the hardest difficulty. On 2.5 difficulty. This is 0.1 difficulty, I think. So, yeah. Well, that's even if you could get to it on the hardest difficulty. I haven't. Well, I have, just barely. But, yeah. So, just gonna go ahead and kill it. Oh my gosh, I got a second one. Oh my gosh. Now that I'm recording into it, I finally get it. Literally before, it took me like an hour to get. But also, if you go into the PvP lobby, there's also another NPC there that you could use to go to the event. Not really sure why it's needed, but it's just there. But this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, like or subscribe. You don't have to. I just feel like saying that. And goodbye.